Thanks for watching, y'all. Really appreciate it. This week's Arena Crash Fail Reviews, we're going to start out with a YouTube instant classic. I'll let the announcer set the stage for you.
250 beginner, dead on the line right now.
Consequences will be dire.
Go on.
Hopefully you guys have seen this before. This video is called Brandon's First Race, and as you heard, beginner class is on the gate, so carnage is all but guaranteed. We got our boy number 777 in the back there, Brandon, in his first race, coming to an emergency room near you. He's off to a good start, skimming through the whoops, and his cousin back there on the KTM just absolutely loses it. We got the slow-mo instant replay from here in the booth. Everything's all fine according to plan, and man, it's like that hay bale jumped right out in front of him, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Brandon's still off to the races. We got a couple people behind us. We're in the mix, but off track, back on. That's okay. We utilize every bit of the track. One thing you got to love about Brandon, though, he's got heart. He's not a quitter, as you guys are going to see as we get into the nitty-gritty of this video. Our jumping's a little shaky, but that comes with the territory here in this beginner class. Boner air straight to the moon. And as you can see here, poor Brandon, my dude was just a ticking time bomb. And unfortunately, when he gets to this second tabletop, it's about time for detonation. We come off the face with the ass towards the fender, which is never a good first step. We land straight to the dirt, but he rolls out of it, runs back to the bike, and this is what I love about Brandon. He's determined. He's not going to let an absolute send to the ground over the tabletop front end of the sky. He's not going to let it stop him. He may have gone full meteorologist looking at the clouds, but that's all good. We're back in it. A little bit sloppy cornering, again, comes with the territory. Sloppy jump. Here we got a double. These pesky jumps, these are what get Brandon 777. A little bit of a front end twitch upon landing. And this is where things start to get dicey. We're onto the front straightaway in front of all the fans. First double, kind of looks like he's got it figured out. We do the double single. We're starting to come together here. But then all hell breaks loose. Front end straight to the sky, 12 o'clock like Baltimore. And the bike just launches and goes into a pickup truck. Here you see we barely make the landing, but we stick it. And then no need to stop, just like me running into the wall. Slams the bike into the back of the pickup. That's one way to quickly load your bike. And mad props to Brandon. I mean, this was brutal. He was fully airborne, and he gets out of it unscathed, gets right up. And thankfully, Brandon followed the #1 rule of crashing: do it in front of a camera. No choice. These clips are just an example of an average first lap in your 65 beginner class at Crashville. Here, right out of the gate, there's 3 down. We got both ends of the spectrum here. One goes early and faces into the gate. The other one loops out, and one more is collateral damage. With the first one, they go down in a pile. We make it all the way to turn 2 before we have more biting the dust. We got 2 in a pile on the inside. Then we got some more joining the fun on the outside. On pit bikes, I might add. Come one, come all. Run what you brung here at Crashville. Then we got the same poor kid that smashed his way through the gate in a pile a mere 10 or 12 feet from where he ended up the first time. Now we got a kid that looks like he's in about 12th grade in a pile up with a young kid. We got old kids, we got young kids, we got pit bikes, we got it all out here. Here we got some beginner class complete mayhem out in West Virginia at a tri-state arena crash. First off, we got JS7 on the Cowie, airs out the finish line. Look at this. Like, how does he ride out of that? My boy's ass is behind the fender, both feet off. He gets bucked like a bull that's balls wrapped in duct tape, but that ain't stopping a damn thing. But unfortunately, Endoing come out of the corner will stop him. Comes out of the corner, loose as a goose, goes for the side transfer line, and just straight endos to the dome. It's in the contract here in Arena Crash beginner class, but we got track crew hot on the scene immediately. Brother, you got to get up, get back in it. This is a point series. Points are on the line. Then we got another that comes in for the kill, gets spooked last second, oversteers coming out and straight to the dome. As you can see here, the Team Green guys were struggling big time. Comes out, grabs a handful, a little loss of traction, and then lands. Turned down for what, baby? No choice. Hits the deck. Another one bites the dust. Then we got more people going for blood. Team Green strikes again. Some green-on-green crime. Dude oversteers and is almost going the wrong way coming out of the corner. Here we got instant replay. Rams it right into him, dude. Solid arena cross move, but he almost tips it over, almost towards the other lane, and stops it just in time to rest it against the hay bale and drop it on the deck. Then here at the end of the moto, we got our grand finale. A full moto's worth of work all comes to fruition here. The 2 Team Green guys that have been causing carnage separately, they finally meet their match. They both go down in a pile. Number 7, JS7, goes down, almost a handstand. Track crew back on the scene. Track crew is literally outrunning the riders. My guy in the red jacket, Tri-State Arena Crash track crew, is pulling away from our KTM guy, and he's damn near reeling in the Yamaha. I have truly never seen so many various factors in one arena crash. Now we're back to Crashville with one of my favorite rivalries of all time, Damon Bradshaw versus Antonio Cairoli. Pretty damn cool to see the international flavor just at a local arena crash. But as you see here, Bradshaw, final corner, he smells blood, he sees an opening, and he just gives Antonio a little love tap. I would think Antonio would be cool with that, but he sends the Italian mob after Bradshaw. He goes and slams him after the finish line. I missed that clip, and Bradshaw said, "Hell no, dude, I'm the bad boy. You ain't messing with me like that." And next thing you know, Bradshaw, Antonio, and Antonio's dad are all scrapping together. I myself am running to get a better vantage point. No choice at all. And this is what I love about arena crash and motocross in general. It's just a family sport. I mean, hell, with this one, we've even got father and son fighting. Look, dad says, "Bring it on, boy. We're right here. Come at me." Back to the legendary location that is Motorama. We got the 69 of Ronnie Mack attending, heads to the whoops. We got a guy down clearly in plain sight.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus.
Little huckabuck in the whoops, nothing to see here. It's all part of the plan. And then, I mean, my boy's been down the whole time, and we just go up there, throw her in reverse, back it on down, and back into the National. Honestly, I got to give it to the dude. It was a pretty seamless transition. A little bit of sketch in the whoops, just beep, 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 right back after it. No choice. Now that he's back on track, though, Ron's endangering himself and others as he goes off into the infield onto the concrete and just lays it down real quick. You can see here he's literally pointed straight at the photographers. Comes out of the corner looser than Jared's pants after a Subway diet onto the ice rink concrete. Knees weak, arms are heavy, he's nervous. Checkered flags in sight, and we lay it down right in time. And this is going to segue us perfectly into our next segment.
Y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband.
The title says it all. You have to keep your head on a swivel if you're anywhere near an Arena Crash National. Here we've got photographers just straight up being sniped. My boy on the 00 Yamaha YZ125, straight boner air to the moon, both feet off. I mean, if you're looking here, you're looking straight at the grave of a photographer, but he ends up managing to split the two of them. Their lives are saved. Next lap, he comes through and just shoots off the other side of the track as we've got another guy laid out on the right. Motorama is straight up an absolute death zone here. Flagger's got his back turned toward Donut Man, and the dude comes out. Dude, we're pointed the wrong way and just goes straight into him. I mean, look at that. He's about to take the leg right out from under him. Dude slams him and sends him flopping across the track here. He even got our 30 card. He turns the card sideways, gets out of the way. Nah, not today, dude. That's what you thought. Poor girl comes over straight towards him, center punches him into the Suzuki Tough Block. No choice. Motorama produces action every time. Changed my mind. This time we've got 5 quads going off the start, and literally only 1 makes it through. 4 out of the 5 go down. We've got our guy in the blue. He's our subject of conversation right now. Straight up Baltimore wheelie boy. And then he loses a hand. Looks like he's checking the time real quick. Head's about to hit the front of the quad. And we just go straight into the mound. Take a pretty good hit. We've got 4 out of 5 on the ground. Everybody's looking at each other, trying to wonder what the hell is going on. And then back in it here at the main event. We go around the track, back on, endangering flaggers. It's all in the contract here at Motorama. And then, straight body varial, 360. I don't even know what you want to call it here. We're off the side of the track, backwards on the start straight. We throw it into a drift, no choice. Back on, making contact with the Marshmallow Man in the white. Everything's according to plan, though. It's Motorama. Contact is in the contract. And then, just straight up ejecto, Cedo, loses the whip, hits the deck. Not a problem, though. And then get back up, back in it, and literally crossing the checkered flag. We get taken back out. We almost take out the same poor unsuspecting flagger. Dude just straight up ejects from the quad. Great reaction time from the flagger. Got to give it to him. And then to top it all off, our boy in blue gets up and shows him who's number 1 because he was totally looking back there. This was a bit of an unsettling event to watch. The 195 out here, my girlfriend, not actually here, but that's her number. She was out here at the Tennessee Victory Sports Arena Crash just wilding. You can see here the whoop. She does her on-off transfer, going to see my boy Reagan, the flagger. He's got another crazy job in moto, has to dodge bikes left and right. Here we got the wheel tap, sketch combo, almost bounced the face off the bars, but we stayed in it. I myself would have been long gone by then. Here we're in the middle of the pack. I don't really like seeing her do this. I personally would rather her be in the kitchen making me a sandwich than out here endangering herself. But hey, that's neither here nor there. There she is getting a little sideways out of the corner. We're skimming the on-off. No need to do the rhythm that it was designed for. Call us Fleetwood Mac. We're just going to go our own way out of the corner. Yeah, just a nice slick spot, little black ice. And then we come off. Here's our next transfer line. We like to go in between the lanes. We don't have to deal with any obstacles. We come off straight sideways to the moon. Same combo. Off the side. We're in the middle of the course, right outside the money. But that's all right. We jump right back on. And then same next lap. Boner air onto the step off, right back into the same line. At least we got consistency. I'm really proud of her for staying in it, not giving up. She's not scared of a damn thing. Here we go. Same line. I think this is the third time in a row. So like I said, consistency is a key factor here. Front end high, a little bit out of control. Straight to our line, though. At this point, we probably have a rut in there. Over the dirt mound, back on. At this point, I'm thinking that this is honestly an advantage. Now, this guy here is a complete legend. We're out here at the Victory Sports Arena Crash Series. I think I got a little bit of background info here. This dude only started riding like a year or two ago, and he straight up signs up for the pro class and just gets after it. Here we got him going into the whoops way faster than I ever would, skims them, and look at this. Like, he looks like he should be so down, so into the wall. Just a quick whiplash swap, and we're back at it. Little grab of the helmet like JS7, just totally nonchalant. Here we almost quad the triple finish line, and we just snipe a dude going into the corner, land full-blown bottom out, and just take the dude right to the ground. Check it out. Puts him right into about a 270, and then our guy in question ends up all the way out by the exit of the track. No choice. Here he's a pit bike bandit on this weekend. As Paul Malin from MXGP would say, he's chucked himself across the track like a rag doll. And he pretty much turns the bike into a crotch rocket on this one. He gets up, handlebars are completely down, front end's twisted up. I personally don't even know how he got the whip to the finish line. Pretty impressive. You just got to do what you got to do to get her to the finish line here at local Arena Crash. The stakes are high. There's a lot on the line. As you can see, he barely gets it over the line. But that right there was nothing compared to this. This was last year. His bike just ignites in flames as he goes around the finish line sweeper. But we're determined, dude. We're finishing the race. I don't think I've ever seen so much determination in my life. It's like his girl told him, hey, bud, I'm at the house home alone. Just make sure you come over after you finish your moto. I don't care what happens. Just make sure you finish. So that's what he did. He had no choice. But just because he finished doesn't mean the danger's over for this guy. Here's a GoPro from yours truly. I finished double-double, and he triples off the finish line and gets totally haywire, almost goes into the fence. The finish line's a triple single, and he goes 3.5, 0.5. Total Superman. I mean, look at this. I myself would have been gone straight up into row E in the stands. Pulls a nice stoppie right into the fence, and that makes him a better rider than myself right here, who goes straight into the wall, trying to be Pink Floyd, another brick in the wall. I mean, the fact that our local can get out of it and I can't, I'm not sure if that says more about me than it does him or not, but either way, I figured I'd throw this next little meme in here because I wasn't hard enough on myself last week.
Oh, darling.
If you watched episode 1, I introduced you to the legend that is Pizza Man. Pizza Man is not scared of a damn thing. He sends it anywhere he can, whether there's room or not. Here's a classic example of Pizza Man. We're mid-pack completely, and we just knife the front. Full Superman, but we stay in it. We're on the gas. That's right. When in doubt, gas it out. We got no choice. Pizza Man brings the entertainment every weekend at the Victory Sports Arena Crash Series. He'll go out there and get into a scrap on the track. He'll go smack people around. He'll get in some fights in the pits. But unfortunately, his season ended in a way that none of us wanted to see. Here we are. Red flag is out at the end of practice, and another guy that was still on his lap that hadn't got the red flag yet is turning to continue his lap. Pizza Man just sends it right in there and crunches himself right against him. But a broken wrist ain't going to stop Pizza Man. He still took the championships at the Victory Sports Local Arena Crash Series without a choice in the world. Him and his dad came to the final round to collect all the awards in a limo with a pit bike strapped to the top of it. And if that's not local, then folks, I don't know what is.
Who you think would win in a fight between a grilled cheese sandwich and a taco?
Grilled cheese, but only in a fair fight. If it's prison rules, I'd take the taco.
Wow, that's pretty racist, but correct.
You heard Denise from Hot Rod. Arena Crash is 100% prison rules, so she would take the taco, and so would I. We got the flying taco on the 23. The dude takes no prisoners, as he does right here on the 77. The dude, perfect brake check, just takes him to the ground. Flying taco travels the Arena Crash circuit. He maxes out the credit cards without a choice in the world and takes down people on a weekend basis. He even used this head-to-head victory to try to slide in with the Arena Crash announcer, as you'll see here.
$1,000, what are you going to do with it?
Might take you out on a date tonight.
All right, we'll see about that.
I thought Taco had this one in the bag, but then unfortunately in the next moto, somebody returned the favor on him and knocked him right back down to earth. I really thought Taco had a chance with her.
And it's gone.
And along with his chance at romance, his chance at winning this B-main was gone as well. We got the number 10, Justin Brayton. I thought these guys were boys, but JB10 just puts it to him. Now flash forward to the Salem Arena Crash, LCQ National. Only the winner goes through, and Taco knows this all too well. We got a guy, poor unsuspecting rider with the whole shot. Taco center punches him in the second turn, wastes no time, gets himself off to the lead. Unfortunately for Taco, though, he was having trouble with the catapult. The roll strategy was a bit of a bold one, Cotton, but we were still staying in it. Unfortunately, some other guys had it figured out, so we were getting run down. We were on the ropes as our guy on the KTM. He goes by, clean pass. Taco squares it up, and another center punch and blows him off towards the starting gate. I actually called this one in real time, saw it coming. Our poor dude on the KTM makes a super clean pass and then just gets meleeed by Taco. But the bad part for Taco is he meleeed himself too. Unfortunately, you'll have that on those bigger jobs. And that's going to conclude this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week.